Hi everyone. Glad to be back with you here again. Now, this video I was thinking was going to be basically just paper and then me folding it into, I was going to do 3 different ways of like folding like notes, like, you know, like notes that you would like pass in school. So I thought that that would be really cool because I love the sounds of things being folded, whether it's paper or towels. I was kind of thinking of that maybe as a video if everybody wanted me to. I would give that a try because I love, like I said, folding paper, but folding towels, you know, just blankets, you know, whatever. I just love it. So I was thinking that for this video then I would show you this way of folding a note. This is super duper basic and I just still remember how to fold it from way back in the day, so it just kind of looks like an envelope. So that is the first one. The next one is just another really simple, easy, basic, but just kind of fun because it's so little way of just folding another note. So this one, super easy and fast, and it's, you know, it folds down to nothing. So it's fun. And then the last one, no, this one is actually a lot of fun, and I actually found this one on YouTube, and I'm not gonna pull it apart now because I'll show you like at the very end what it's supposed to do, but basically it looks like this, and then it looks just like that on the back, and then when you like pull these completely, it makes it so the whole note just pops right open. It's really cool. I can't wait to show you because when it actually did it, I'm like, sweet, I love it, I'm doing it, sold. So this one is a ton of fun. I had to watch the tutorial a few times before I got it down, so I am hoping that now that I'm making the video, I remember how to make this one because, like I said, that one's really cool. So I chose this graph paper. I don't know, I just didn't really like the feel and the sound of printer paper, and then I was gonna try doing like notebook paper, just like rip it out of a notebook, but then it's just always like so difficult to get those like the little papery rings off of the edges. You know, you could mess around with cutting it off and this and that, but I'm like, no, I just had these instead, and I kind of liked them, like I said, just because they're well, first they're just cool. It's just like blue, like graph, not too thin, not too thick. It's nice. So this is the paper that I'll be using for each of these. So we shall do the envelope first. And for the envelope, you're just going to take, going the long way, just going to take and fold it up. course, just make sure that all of your lines are super duper even. It makes a huge difference. And then the end that we just folded, I'm just going to take, there may be rules to this part, I'm not sure, but I usually just do just a little ways up. Trying to make sure that it's even all the way across. Okay, so kind of just like a little, okay, just see, just like a little bit, I don't know, like an inch. Like I said, there might be an actual measurement that I just don't know of, but whatever, this works. So, I have to fight with the paper too. So now we're just going to take this and fold it in half. Now we're going to take each half and just fold it right into the middle. Let's try and get those corners to cooperate as best as you can. Just do the same thing on the other side. Now we have this right here. So now you're just going to take one side at a time and just fold it up. Like so. This is what we're looking at here. Now you'll just take each of these corners and fold them right on down. So now, here is what we have at the moment. So what you're going to want to do now, you're just going to want to take the point here, and then you're just going to fold it right on down to the bottom right here. This part gets a little tricky because all this paper just bunches right up when you want to fold it. So. I'm just going to take it this way so I can line up and make sure all of this is straight. So this is going to be stubborn, so we got to push on it now. Okay, so it looks like we're close, which we are. all we have to do now is take the flap of your envelope, and then you'll just tuck it right in this pocket here. Ta-da! So this one is super easy and fun, and I don't know. I think if you ask me, I think they should just bring notes, letters, all of that. Like, we can do so much with our hands, and we've all just become nothing more than just two thumbs. So it's pretty crazy to me. So yay, now we can write notes. I can be fun, and we can bring all that back. It'll be great. So next we will make just this simple little, super tiny little, clean cut little square note. Alright, so folding the long way, I'll just fold the corners together. Again, paying close attention to everything being really pushed down and just neat corner to corner, because the more you fold with crooked edges, the worse it gets as you fold, and it's just a huge mess. So now we have this, and then we are just going to take and fold this again, getting right to those corners. So now we just have a strip like this. So now it's usually easiest just to kind of take it like this, and then you'll just kind of, you'll know when you see it, because if you just line it up away from you, you can tell that both sides are even. So once you see it, you will know. It'll all come back to you. I know we all used to make these notes, I'm certain. Those are the good days, good times. Okay, so we have our V. So what we will do is we'll just start, I guess I'm not totally sure which side technically to start with. We'll start with this side. So if you have your V in your hand like this, now it's going to be like this. You'll just take the one that's in your right hand, and you'll just fold it down. Now we have that. So now you can take the longer one, fold that down, perfect. So this is what we're looking at right now. So what you will do is not the part that's its full piece right here. You're just going to want to take this last square, and you'll just fold it. I'm just going to do this first just to make sure it's straight and it's nicely creased. Take that, and then you'll just tuck this right into the little pocket that we created. So that's that. And then this last piece, again, I'm just gonna take this last piece, line it up very, very neatly and nicely, make sure everything is tucked in. Okay. And then again, I'll just tuck that last piece right into the pocket that we made. If you kind of give it a little wiggle, everything kind of just moves where it's supposed to. So here is the finished note. I like this one a lot. Now, this one is going to be fun. I'm pretty sure I remember. So you'll take the long way. So now, taking each corner, you'll just fold it right into the crease that we just made. So we have all of the corners folded in. So now we're kind of looking at a like a box with 2 points. So we'll just take it just like this, and you'll fold this in half. Cooperate with me, that is. I don't know if it wants to. I'm not totally certain why. This is pretty bizarre though. Guess we'll just do what we can here. See what I'm saying? This is not lining up as it should, but okay, so maybe it won't make that much of a difference. So now we'll unfold that. I'm going to fold each of these sides right on in. getting there. I'm just going to take a quick sneaky peeky and try to remind myself. Okay, sorry, I had to cheat. Okay, so we folded those two halves in to give us this long piece. So then what I did, because we're now going to kind of be working from the back side, is I just took the bottom right corner and folded it up. Again, this paper is not exactly working with me, so maybe this wasn't the best paper to use after all. Just take this corner and just do the same thing. Sorry about that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so this is what we're kind of looking at right now. So now we'll turn it over to the side that just has the slit down the middle. I'm just going to take this flap here. You're going to leave this pointy part here, but you're just going to take this. I made the mistake the first time of taking the whole thing and folding it over, and I got so confused. So we'll just be folding this inward. I guess just about this, straight as you can. So this is what we're looking at now. So we'll basically now be taking each of these points that are still hanging out, and we're just going to tuck them into the pouch pocket section back here that we created. Okay. So there's the one tucked in. And here's the one still hanging out. And we'll just get him home right beside the other one. This one's going to be kind of a weird fit. Okay, so this is pretty much the way it's supposed to look. I don't know if it's just kind of the fact that this was a weird size and not just like a plain piece of notebook paper. But it didn't really work exactly the way it was supposed to. It's kind of awkward and it's not really sitting as it should. But it's not bad either. It works. I only had to cheat once. All of the edges are pressed down. I actually think that's kind of helping it settle. If you play or have ever played The Legend of Zelda, this actually reminds me of a rupee. I actually thought it would be kind of fun to do a video or some kind of project. I don't even know if it would be a video, but I guess just some kind of project where I would do these in like construction paper in like all of the different colors, or somehow make a project, or like, I don't know, something out of it. I just thought that'd be fun, but I'm like, this is totally a rupee from The Legend of Zelda. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, so rupee. So yeah, now this is the best part of the note. When you flip it over, you still have these two little hangy guys, and if you just lightly tug on them, you can kind of see that like something could possibly happen if you tugged even harder. So in theory, when I pull it apart, just gently, 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 maybe. This paper was the worst, I apologize. But that very last little explosion, you kind of got the point of that. When it finally popped open, that's really what it's supposed to do. Don't have to try that hard, I promise. Alright, so that's what happened here. Well, I thank you so much for being with me again and continuing to hang out with me, and I hope that with every video, really, you just get a little something out of it, whether it be just like a moment of relaxation or a tingle, or it's just what you need to hear so much that it puts you to sleep, you know. I just hope that it gives you something. So I just want to say thank you again, and I will definitely see you soon.